Alex, hope you're doing well. I built a prototype Readly module to support the two main parts of your workflow. You can see here we have two tabs. The first one is to help you answer regulatory questionnaires, and the second one helps you review the ECN policy guidelines to identify gaps in your current policies. So this system is not meant to replace you. The goal here is to help you move faster while keeping you fully in control of the final decision. Let's start with the first one. You can enter a question like so and hit submit. The system will propose an answer like yes, no, or unclear. And it will provide a short explanation of how the LLM came up with this answer and highlight the evidence that back up the LLM answer. And as a bonus and for full transparency, it also shows all relevant policy pages so you can verify or explore further. In this case, we have 10 of them here. So the second tab is for the ECN policy guidelines review. In a real workflow, you would upload a policy guide, and the system would extract concrete obligations from it and check whether your current PMPs cover them. But for this demo, I'm using a sample doc and limiting it to a smaller page range to keep things faster. Here, the system extracted 30 obligations and we're displaying the first 10 for now. For each obligation, the system shows the obligation text and the obligation page number, and it determines whether it's covered, partially covered, missing, or unclear, and suggests a next action such as update existing PMP, no update needed, or write a new PMP section, or human review needed. And below you can expand each row to see more details about each obligation. You can see the exact source quote from the policy guide, the reasoning behind the system's judgment, the supported evidence, and all relevant PMP text for transparency. Alright, so let's zoom out a bit and talk about the bigger picture of this system. So for this prototype, I intentionally keep things pretty simple and focused on getting the core workflow working in a reliable way. First, I scope it down. Instead of processing entire documents end to end, I focused on smaller subsets so the system stays faster and easier to validate. Second, there are definitely some known accuracy limitations. Right now, the system processes one page at a time, so it can miss requirements that span across multiple pages. The retrieval is semantic, so it works well in general, but it's not perfect. It can miss edge cases or sometimes return things that are related but not exact. And I also didn't go deep into handling contradictions across different documents. And third, on the data side, I used simple PDF text extraction, so structured content like tables, charts, or images may not be captured perfectly. If I were to continue building this out, I'd probably focus on 3 areas. First will be improving extraction quality. For example, using multi-page context instead of just one page, and doing a better job handling structured content. Second would be improving retrieval and reasoning. Things like hybrid search, re-ranking, and better detection of contradictions of exceptions. And third will be more on the product side. Things like supporting full document processing, comparing different versions of policy guides over time, and improving the UI so it fits better for a workflow. And yeah, that's the demo. Thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to contact me if you have any follow-up questions. I'll be really happy to help.